The LA Lakers 3-1 comeback. The GOAT King LeBron's next 3-1 comeback is going to be synced up with this last comeback down 3-1 against the Warriors all the way back in 2016. So first and foremost, you have to link up the amount of playoff losses that NBA teams based at Minneapolis have sustained. So before we get to that, 93 days end day included from the Luka trade to May the 4th. Luka Doncic is 93. GOAT King LeBron's last 3-1 comeback at Oracle Arena. Oracle Arena's 93. Minnesota Timberwolves 93. The Lakers' first title since at Disney World, where dreams come true, is 93. That is what 93 is about. As far as the Luka trade to the Game 7 end day, not included, 92 days, easy. Lakers 3-1 comeback, 92. Lakers are at 51 wins right now for the season. His first comeback GOAT King LeBron since he was a member of the Cavaliers. King James 89, the Warriors lost with 89 points. The Timberwolves were established in the year 89. We see the next prophecy of GOAT King LeBron down 3-1 happening in the playoff matchup against Minnesota. So the Minneapolis Lakers lost 40 games. The Timberwolves lost 49 games. Well, the Timberwolves' 53rd loss of the year is going to happen to choke and for the Lakers to come back and win the series. Come back 163. Well, 163 would be gematria of Minnesota Timberwolves. That would be gematria of Timberwolves. You see that? That right there? Comeback is exact gematria as Timberwolves. So that's how you know the NBA is completely scripted. Timberwolves is gematria 71. GOAT King LeBron's going to improve to 7-1 when down 2-1 in a playoff series. He's going to go on to beat the Celtics in the finals, and GOAT King LeBron is, in fact, the greatest to ever do it. The greatest of all time, gematria 71. So the Timberwolves, Minnesota, the Timberwolves lost 53 playoff games after GOAT King LeBron beats them. Then Minneapolis Lakers lost 40 games. So the amount of playoff losses combined for the state of Minnesota, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, 53 with the loss, and the Minneapolis Lakers losing 40 games, is going to give Minnesota basketball teams a total of 93 playoff losses. This is going to be synced up with the next Game 7 comeback down 3-1 for GOAT King LeBron James. Of course, I talked about GOAT King LeBron James executing the next Lakers 3-1 comeback 55 years later in his 55th Lakers playoff game, and King James is 55. Well, LA Lakers 3-1 comeback in GOAT King LeBron's 55th playoff game as a member of the Lakers. Timberwolves and King James is 55 in reverse. And notice that the Lakers appear in their 33rd appearance in the finals, and the Timberwolves are going to be stuck at 33 playoff wins as a franchise. GOAT King LeBron ties Magic. He ties Kobe. So the Timberwolves had to hit that 33rd playoff win. Their season's going to end with 33 playoff wins. Anthony Edwards eliminated on May the 30th last year. He gets eliminated 11 months and 4 days later to GOAT King LeBron James. LeBron James, 114, the 11 months and 4 days later. 114 is also gematria of Doncic, is gematria of the Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks is under 14 in reverse. So they are going to absolutely collapse when it's all said and done. GOAT King LeBron's 42nd playoff series win is going to occur against a team owned by Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez. Notice how Alex Rodriguez has gematria of Cavaliers, 123. So this is one of the most important things that you have to decipher when it's all said and done. When we're breaking down this comeback, 37 losses in the season for the Timberwolves. Game 7 at Los Angeles. Their 53rd playoff loss for the Timberwolves against Los Angeles. That doesn't change anything. All right, the Timberwolves 196. GOAT King LeBron's last game 7 win down 3-1 occurred on the 19th day of June, which is the 6th month. You can write out the day first. The 19th day of June was the day that that GOAT King LeBron last executed a 3-1 comeback. So it's absolutely linked to June the 19th of 2016. The birthday of the real King James. May the 4th to the birthday of King James. 46 days, 46 would be a magical comeback for the Lakers. A truly magical LA Lake show in the making. So I wonder what 187 represents as far as GOAT King LeBron's 187th playoff win. That's really the big mystery to me. Could be Stephen Curry. 187. Maybe it's Wardell. Let's type in Warriors again. Golden State Warriors. The Warriors will become much of GOAT King LeBron, improving the 7-1 the playoffs when he's down 2-1. What about comeback cat? Well, first of all, the Cavs executing GOAT King LeBron's last 3-1 comeback would be Gamache Wolves as well. Let's not forget that for a second. Chris Finch, 55 years of age, born in the season that the Lakers last executed a 3-1 comeback. What win was that for the 1969-70 Lakers? They did so against the loser Phoenix Suns. This was their 22nd season in the league again. Their 10th season in Los Angeles. GOAT King LeBron, his 10th playoff series win of his career to win the 5th ring. It just, April 9, that game 7 is the day that the Lakers last won a road game. They're going to do so 23 days later. I said that in one of the other videos. And that was a home game as well. They won 2 home games. They stole one on the road. So history is rather on the side of GOAT King LeBron James. Jerry West with the 35 points in that game 6. King James obviously is 35. The Lakers' 25th Game 7 in franchise history, 25 days after April the 9th. And of course, the 25th Game 7 for the Lakers before taking on Jimmy Butler. Their last Game 7 win over the Luther Phoenix Suns. They even had 22 wins in their first season as well. You think about the Gamache of choke. Choke is Gamache 93. The T-Wolves are going to choke 9 weeks and 3 days later. Choke is Gamache of Wolves. Now, choker back in 2016 would be Stephen Curry. Chokers is gematria of Anthony Edwards' 34th playoff game to lose for the Lakers to win their 34th home game of the season. Anthony is gematria of 92. Anthony Edwards is going to play in a Game 7 once again. When we're talking about the Luka trade on February the 1st, he will be playing in Game 7 92 days later. And would be gematria of GOAT King LeBron, the June 19th, the birthday of King James is 46 days later, and I think this is 19 playoff losses for the coach, Chris Finch, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is. Ant-Man's obviously gematria of the 18th title. I think it's the 1 month and 8 days before Jerry West's death day is when the Lakers going to win, because he died June the 12th and May the 4th. 4 and 12, that's difference of 8. So Game 7, 1 month and 8 days before the birthday of Jerry West. You think about choke, you think about collapse. Collapse is gematria of 83. This would be the Timberwolves have played 83 playoff games in franchise history, entering the playoffs with 79 games. They're at 83 games. Then a collapse is going to happen. Collapse 29 is gematria of Edwards. Collapsed at 33 playoff wins in franchise history. They truly have collapsed. Wolves collapsed is gematria of GOAT King LeBron, entering the series with 183 playoff wins. 183. Let's not forget gematria Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks is gematria of GOAT King LeBron's playoff win total entering the series. Wolves collapse. It's the collapse is happening. I just like how choke is gematria 93. This is too good to be true. The Timberwolves fought a 2-1 in Game 7s. That's what's going to go down right here. Look at the injury against Timberwolves and then the scripted Game 7 comeback. This happening the December 25th, the Christmas, the day he got hurt. And then he's going to beat these guys in Game 7, 4 months and 9 days later. Yep, the collapse is truly on. We're on our way to victory. And I wonder, could this day, May the 4th, connect to the day that the Lakers won the title in 2020? Well, hey, it would be 55 months after they last won the title. That absolutely is true. 1666, man, look at the scheme of that day. 1,666 days. It'd be exactly 238 weeks. What's 238 weeks? That's a great question. GOAT King LeBron's 42nd playoff series win against the Wolves. I obviously have to connect this to the second half of the season. This is a huge Kobe ritual because Timberwolves are going to end the year with 52 wins, and Kobe went 5-2 in the finals. He made his debut against Timberwolves. So that's kind of the significance of the Timberwolves when it's all said and done as far as all of this is concerned. LeBron 3-1 comeback is Camacho Cavaliers, the under 83 prior Timberwolves games. Lakers come back down 3-1 is Camacho the Minnesota Timberwolves, 108. You just include the Minnesota Timberwolves is 93. You include the, then you get 108. And LA Lakers 3-1 comeback, obviously you said before, is Camacho of the Timberwolves. The main idea is concerning the playoff records of Minneapolis teams all time. They're going to lose a combined total of 93 games combined for the Minneapolis Lakers while they're based at Minneapolis, and the Timberwolves while based at Minnesota. Playoff series record of 7-3 for GOAT King LeBron James when it's all said and done. Last comeback against the Timberwolves in the year 70. It's just laughable. This is insane. Seven and 3, the record will be GOAT King LeBron. The Warriors won 73 games that season when they executed the comeback against Golden State. Golden State won 73 regular season games. So the series record as a Laker is going to improve to 7 and 3 for GOAT King LeBron James. So is he 41-12, GOAT King LeBron James? Don't you see? Don't you understand something? Are you thinking about what I'm thinking? Another team for GOAT King LeBron to beat. Gotta include the Timberwolves. He beat the Nuggets. He beat the Nuggets, Western team. He beat the Rockets. He beat the Blazers. Now, he beat the Grizzlies. Now he's got to beat the Timberwolves. So basically, 53 prior playoff 50 ball. As a matter of fact, this is the 55th playoff series as well. We should include that with all the 55s.